revenge kind of gal. I'm not a grab your torch and pitchforks kind of ogre. But it did truly feel like she saw the consequences of her actions. Hey guys, it's Briar of Briar Chats, and this is a safe space for yappers. Now, I don't know if you guys will believe this because I certainly could not, but somehow it has been a year since everything that happened with Colleen Ballinger, where her inappropriate behavior with her very young audience was exposed massively. And following this expose, she said, whoa, wait a minute, let me grab my ukulele, because on June 29th, 2023 is when she posted hi and apologized for how she has behaved with her fans. And since we are coming up onto a year since all of this has gone down, a year since the cancellation of Colleen Ballinger, I kind of wanted to revisit it and see, has she really learnt anything? And what truly did happen and come of the fact that she was cancelled with a capital C. Like, this was not a small oopsie daisy, I made a whoopsie doopsie little mistake. Like, this was an expose of who put you there? Behavior over many, many years with her incredibly young audience. Has she really mulled it over? Has she really taken it in, processed it to become a better person and learn from her mistakes? And is she going to do the unthinkable and bring back Miranda? So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around and let's get into it. Now, the TLDR of it all was Colleen Ballinger was en masse exposed for inappropriate behavior with her child/underage audience. This included group chats, highly inappropriate conversations, hanging out with her underage fans, using them to make content to keep Miranda relevant. And this actually wasn't the first time this was brought up. This was brought up by Adam McIntyre a few years before that. I think that was in 2021, which is kind of crazy. Like, what is time? Why am I so old? This time it really stuck. This time she was not able to brush it off. The first time it happened, I felt like she could kind of contain it to an isolated incident, whereas what happened in June of 2023 really proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was not like a one-time oopsie, or not even a one-time oops, I did it again. It was like, oh, you're a terrible person that repeatedly took advantage of your audience and repeatedly was inappropriate with them and made millions off of it. That's the TLDR of it all, and shocking to no one. When the adults in the room found out about it, no one was impressed. Everyone was horrified, in fact. So she thought, I know, as a grown-ass woman, me with my 35, 36-year-old big girl, big woman brain, I'm married, I have children, like, I can cognition. I'm gonna make a song with a ukulele and gaslight everyone and just act like a silly, goofy millennial. Like, read the room, time and place. And you apologize with a ukulele. Like, it was so beyond inappropriate and shock hurrah, like it didn't go down well. And because of that, Colleen peaced out. And boy, was it peaceful. It really was. Like, we really got to breathe. And although it did not make up for the horrible treatment that a lot of her fans endured, it felt like something really happened. Like, it truly felt like she saw the consequences of her actions. I'm not a revenge kind of gal. I'm not a grab your torch and pitchforks kind of ogre. But it did truly feel like she saw the consequences of her actions. Did not feel like it was unwarranted, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm not. Like, I'm truly not. And also because I'm not the one to say, like, I was not negatively impacted by Colleen. I just don't feel like it's my place to say what she does and doesn't deserve. But from my silly, goofy perspective, it did just kind of feel like that was the appropriate reaction to the situation. People would unfollow her. People would not want her to tour. People would be happy that her shows were cancelled. And those are all things that happened. She lost millions of subscribers, which, yeah, sounds like a lot. But when you look at her statistics today, which we will get into, it is kind of a dent in the pot. That kind of is what leads me to my overall question is, did it actually do anything? Like, has she actually really learned? And when something as serious as the situation that she was cancelled for happens, even when it's at that level, can anyone really and truly ever be cancelled? Because whilst yes, she lost millions of subscribers, Miranda's YouTube channel still has over 10,000 subscribers, and her Colleen channel still has over 8 million subscribers. Her Colleen vlog channel still has over 3 million subscribers. The channel that has the smallest amount of subscribers is her podcast channel, which still has 220,000 subscribers. By no means does she no longer have a voice. By no means does she no longer have a platform. And so I guess that leaves us to say, well, then did she learn anything? Has she changed? Is she different? Is she truly now going to leave Miranda behind? Another thing I find incredibly interesting is the way her Wikipedia page talks about it. It feels like they've kind of hidden it within her page because it's under reception and then again under accusations of inappropriate conduct. This is me coming in and correcting past me because it was actually April 2020 when it was first brought up of the inappropriate behavior, and then June of 2023 when it all hit the fan. So in the beginning, or in the months that followed June of 2023, it felt like something really happened. It felt like she was really done with the internet, and it felt like we really made it clear. However, if you are a Briar Chats fan, you will remember that in November is when she started posting on her vlog channel again, and she also has since started posting on her Instagram. I will note, as of filming right now, she has not posted on her Psycho Soprano main YouTube channel or her Miranda Sings Instagram or YouTube channel, but I do feel like that is by design. When you look at her and Corey's Instagrams, the comments are still very much moderated. They have that, filter notification on. There are very few comments, and it's like they're able to live in an echo chamber and post as long as certain words are kept out of that comments. To me, that is a very bizarre consequence of something that was implemented to stop people from saying inappropriate things to people in one way, but they have now been able to use it in a way to protect themselves and to live in an echo chamber with the fans that are still incredibly loyal to them. Now, like I said, Colleen has been posting really consistently on her vlog channel. As of now, it looks like she posts basically every other day, and it's kind of hard to gauge. Some videos get more views than others, but let's just say it's around 50,000 views per video. It's very clickbaity. It's very much, I assume, children watch this. Like, in the nicest way possible. I'm not sure that adults watch this because, for example, a vlog with her new butt shock face, she didn't take her medication, like, does manifestation really work? These are all very clickbaity titles, and I just feel like if you watch any vlog channel that is targeted for adults, like, yes, sometimes it will be like shocking what happened, a little bit clickbaity, like a little bit of a tease, but it's not like this. Like, it feels like she still very much has that younger audience, and I guess that makes sense, as those would be the only people that would want to still support her. Whereas on her podcast channel, it does seem like they try to target a little bit more towards adults, dealing with a pathological liar, deleted episodes, her husband being disappointed, but again, I think they are aware that children watch them. Again, there is nothing wrong with having a young audience, but when you have repeatedly proven that you cannot be trusted to have an appropriate relationship with them, maybe that should give us some pause. Maybe we shouldn't just be okay with it. Which brings me to this vlog that I wanted to watch together. It was posted on the 8th of June. I am watching it on the 11th of June in New Zealand time. So in some parts of the world, it's still the 10th of June. Crazy, I know. But I kind of wanted to watch this video with you guys. I haven't watched it in advance. I wanted to watch it together, but I felt like this may be a good one to watch because she's called it Taylor Swift, secret footage, and missing Miranda. And it has 40,000 views. Before we even get into the video, the comments again here are very friendly. They're very positive. They're all very positive towards her. And I mean, YouTube is not so overt in this situation, but you can tell that she does have a lot of filters on her comments, because basically you can have words that mean they automatically get held, but on YouTube it's not as obvious. And of course, in her caption it says, Colleen Ballinger is dedicated to creating a safe, inclusive, positive space online, and bullying will not be tolerated. Thank you. Look, I'm sure some people will see this as bullying, but I truly think we are allowed to criticize people's actions and question the intentions behind their behavior, especially knowing what we know. So let's simply get into the vlog. We are going to watch it on 1.25 speed.
I'm vlogging. It's boring. I'm Colleen. That's you, Mommy.
Oh my goodness, this is what I look like today. Okay, hi everyone, how are we? Thought we could chit chat while I put on a little bit of makeup. This morning I saw a TikTok of this woman talking about how it was cringy to be a grown woman who loves Taylor Swift. Maybe it was just a person who likes Taylor Swift. I don't know. But I've seen this take a lot. I've seen a lot of people say it's cringy like Taylor Swift. I didn't even really think much of it. I was just like, oh, another person saying it's weird to like Taylor Swift. But anyway, this woman like stitched another woman saying like, I think it's so weird when girls like Taylor Swift or something. And this woman was a mom and she's like, I'm gonna tell you why I as a mom like Taylor Swift. And she started talking about how she was like that there's an empowering woman that like was inspiring her young daughter, yada yada yada. And I suddenly had this memory flash into my mind of when I went to see the Eras movie. First time that I went, there were people of all ages there. The second time that I went, there was a good amount of like teenage girls there. And there were people at the front of the theater and right in front of the screen that were like dancing and stuff. It wasn't the whole theater, but I'd say like maybe a fourth of the people at the theater were up there like dancing, and no one was being like super obnoxious, no one was being loud. It was just like there were people who were dancing and then there were people who were seated in their seats, and it seemed like everyone was very respectful and happy for each other. I kind of got up and down depending on the song. I would get up and dance, sing over on the side, or I would like sit in my seat and I was in the front row. There was a group of girls that had been dancing and having a blast through the whole time. Like they were clearly like a group of friends, and they were like teenage girls. I don't know how old, but like they were definitely like teenage girls. And there was this one moment in the movie where Taylor Swift comes out in this ball gown and she's singing a slower song, and the girls are standing like kind of right in front of me, in front of the screen, and they put their arms around each other and they're like swaying back and forth, looking up at Taylor Swift, and they're just so happy and they've been having the time of their life. Seeing these girls stand up there with their arms around each other and being inspired by Taylor Swift and her lyrics just made me think about how when I was that age, I did not have a female role model to look up to like that. We had Britney Spears and we had the Spice Girls, and of course they had their women empowerment songs, but there wasn't someone who empowered girls in the way that like Taylor Swift does. And I just felt so grateful and happy that these young girls had this incredible female role model to look up to and to inspire them that they can do anything they want and be anything they want, and that loving women is cool and being a woman is cool. And it just made me so happy to see these teenage girls have like such a wonderful, empowering female role model to look up to and to help them connect and bond over something together. It's like
I was waiting for like a natural break in what she was saying, but she kept just adding and adding and adding. Look, I'm not going to be here and like pick apart every single little thing that she says. Again, like I say, I'm not here to bully her. I can't help but feel like I can't take her at face value. Like I don't trust her. And I think I'm allowed to feel that. I also probably have to acknowledge that when she's just talking about Taylor Swift, like I cannot infer things beyond what is being shown, because that's just speculation. And sure, sometimes we do like to speculate here on this channel, but I do feel like in general, the topics, like it doesn't really feel like she's talking to adults again. And again, that's just my opinion, but I feel like she's talking to kids. I feel like she's talking to mums and kids, like because other mums probably agree with this and kids probably relate to this, even though they're like, who's Britney Spears? Who's the Spice Girls? Whether we like it or not, young children probably don't know who Britney Spears and the Spice Girls are. But anyway, we'll continue.
Watching a core memory for these girls, and it was just really sweet. Just thinking about how Taylor Swift means so much to these teenage girls, and for different reasons means so much to me, and how Taylor Swift has managed to impact so many people all over the world with her lyrics and her music. It was just a cool little moment that I was like, oh my gosh, how special these girls have this little moment together. But then I had this like flash of a memory in my mind. This one time I was on stage, I was doing a Miranda show. It was one of the first times I noticed that like so much of the audience.
They say that everything is not about me, but what if it is? Is it a little bit strange to compare Sure, but we'll let her finish. I'll let her finish.
Was dressed like Miranda, and I was on stage. I looked out and I saw this group of girls, and they had their arms around each other. They were dressed like Miranda, like red sweatpants, button-up shirt, lipstick all over their face, and they were smiling and laughing and proud and happy to be dressed like super weird and silly. And I remember on stage having this moment of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that those teenage girls are so confident and strong and amazing that they're willing to like dress silly and weird, and they don't care what anybody thinks around them. I remember in my mind on stage dressed like Miranda thinking, I could never do that. Like, I'm so envious of them that they have the confidence to do that. Meanwhile, I'm literally dressed like Miranda on stage. But I think I was thinking more in the context of like when I was a teenager. And so then having that memory of like looking out into a sea of Mirandas, I was having this sense of like nostalgia and happiness, thinking of this lovely memory from many years ago. And then I was thinking about how much I miss like being on stage performing, and I was emotional about that. So I was like having this emotional.
Oh, that's not the thing that feels like it's incredibly lacking for me is that those girls, yes, whilst maybe they had a great time then, I highly doubt they look back on that night with fond memories. And yeah, maybe the thing that they can take away from it is that they were so silly and random and could dress up. I find it weird that she's like, I can't believe they would dress up. Maybe I was just a weird teenager because I always dressed up. If there's one thing you guys need to know about me is I will always understand an assignment, and I will always go for the option where it's drama at scale. Maybe I did tease my hair and spray it pink. And what are you going to do about it? But I just think it's like, it's so tone deaf to not see how her actions, yes, created that memory initially for those girls, but now, after everything that has happened since, most likely, if not for them, at least a lot of people that were Miranda fans, has been completely ruined. Like, those memories are tarnished. People feel like they wasted years of their time and their teenagehood, that being young, in these Miranda fan clubs, and to be backstabbed by the person that they idolize. So I find that very interesting that that part's being missed. And it's like, it's always going to be the elephant in the room, isn't it? It's always going to be that big elephant in the room of why she's not performing anymore. She's like, she's going to say she misses it. She even talks about Miranda. She even has Miranda's poster in the background and all the Miranda fan art. Like, she still has this freaking Miranda shrine behind us. Like, it's kind of feels like the water and the toes. Like, are we acclimatizing? Acclimatize. You know, like, I feel like she's testing the waters to see what people would do if she brought her back, because she obviously does miss performing as Miranda.
Moment thinking of how I was like grateful for Taylor Swift for providing that sense of camaraderie and happiness and empowerment for just everyone. I was a blubbery mess. By the way, I'm in no way comparing myself to Taylor Swift with this story. I'm just saying that it triggered a memory for me. I think it was my first gig in New York City that was over 1,000 seats. And it was the first time my name was like on a marquee in Times Square, which, by the way, I found a video of me seeing that for the first time. And I watched the other day, so I'm gonna have to show it to you. I don't know why I'm telling the story. I think just because I just saw a TikTok and it like triggered that memory, but I'm late for the chiropractor, so I actually have to go. Well, I'm like actually very late, and I'm wearing pajamas. Oh my god, okay, I need to go. But anyway, there's a million reasons why I love Taylor Swift, but one of the big ones is I'm very grateful for how much she inspires people all over the world to be themselves, and I don't know, she's just great. Okay, goodbye. Okay, went to the doctor, that went fine. Now I'm doing some rocks. It's been a while since I showed you some rock action. I'm dumping out 3 tumblers today.
I'm not gonna lie, I find the rock content incredibly boring, and that's coming from someone who spends all of her time gardening. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I have no connection to her as a person. I think it's one of those things where if you like Colleen as a person, and if you've literally ride or died stuck with her throughout this whole situation, yeah, you're gonna love, like, there are people who will literally sit and watch her talk about rocks. However, to me, I don't want to, but we'll try. We'll see how it goes. I might cut it out if it's nothing of a nothing.
Rocks. In a couple of days, I should have rocks that are finished in my new vibratory tumbler, which, in case anyone was wondering, the vibratory tumbler is going well. However, there's definitely a learning curve and it's kind of hard to figure out, but I'm slowly but surely getting it. At least I think so. I hope so. I'll know in 3 days, because in 3 days I should have polished rocks. So we'll see how it goes. But right now I'm just going through stage 1 rocks. Not very exciting for you, but for old time's sake, let's dump some rocks out into a bucket. Here we go. Gorgeous. Here's the next one. Beautiful. Stunning. Okay, that's all. Now I just have to see if any of them are ready for stage 2. Flynn got
Okay, so I will not be including this part with her children in it because I don't want to. I still, again, to me, I feel like there is a lot of ways to include your children in your content when you're a mum. Like, of course, that's a huge part of your life, but I still can't help but feel like, I don't know, guys, like, tell me if I'm being too cynical, but it always, to me, feels so calculated. She knows people think her children are adorable, and so she uses them to kind of get people on side. She uses their cute moments to reconnect with her audience. And again, with the Taylor Swift thing, like, oh yeah, sure, people will say, oh, bleh, Taylor Swift, but like, to the audience she has, liking Taylor Swift is probably pretty common, and it all, for me, I can't help it, guys. It just feels so calculated. But I'm just gonna skippity D past this part with her son.
So apparently I bought something in the middle of the night on TikTok shop and I don't really even remember buying it, but I'm glad that I did. Even baddies get saddies. So stupid. And then this one, I'm so excited. I don't remember getting this one. That must have been very late. Karma is a cat, and on the back is like all these different types of cats. There was one interview with Taylor Swift where she had to like name a bunch of cats in a short amount of time, and it's all the things she says. So it's like Scottish Fold, Ragdoll, Ragamuffin. She goes on and on and on, but then at the end it gets funny. Bombay cat, Russian blue. Is there a British blue? Munchkin cat, a black cat, a calico cat, a cat that knocks pins off of desks. She's so quirky. Anyway, I'm excited about these, so I hope you are too. Okay, my kids are all asleep, and I just realized I did not show you our new car today. Eric was using the new minivan today to run the kids around to the different places they needed to go. I had our other car, so I wasn't in the minivan all day today. I haven't even driven our new car yet. I know that yesterday I said I was going to show you the new car today, but now it's dark outside, so I don't really want to show you the car in the dark, so I'm stupid, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to have to show you the next vlog.
Just in case you were wondering, it does seem she is most definitely monetized because I just got a Pixar ad and a Libra feminine hygiene products ad. So yeah, cool. Also, like, again, like, I'm sure there are people who are like, I can't wait to see the minivan, but like, again, I'm just waiting for something else to happen. I don't know. Like, I'm not expecting her to be dishing tea. I don't know what I was expecting, guys. I'm not sure.
So it'll be a new experience for you and me together when I finally go in the car. But I do have some footage that I want to share with you. So I was looking through my email for an old video clip and never found the video clip that I was looking for, but that's only because I got extremely distracted by the video clips that I did find. There are so many clips I want to share with you, so I'll only share a couple today and save the rest for another time. I think I could sit here for hours and just show you all these random video clips that I found in my email, but I'm just going to show you a couple of ones that really just made me so happy. Okay, I'm going to start with the video I was talking about earlier today. It's just a really short clip of me seeing my name in Times Square, and I'm really awkward and nervous and uncomfortable because I was freaking out and screaming inside, and actually the very first time that I saw it, I wept. But then the next day I went with my parents and my sister and a couple other people, and it was filmed me being there, and I was just awkward and uncomfortable around everyone. I don't know why, so I'm kind of awkward in this, but this was a very big moment for me. I think I've had my face in Times Square twice. I think that's it. Just this time, which was the first time I ever performed at a like over 1,000-seat theater. I'm pretty sure it was the first time, or one of the first times. Anyway, so there was that, and then when my Netflix special came out, there was a billboard in LA and a billboard in Times Square, but I didn't get to see that one in person, which is so sad. Anyway, this is one of those like core memories for me. Like, I'm a Broadway girly. I love musical theater. Like, to me, that is like the most incredible thing that could happen, is like having your name in lights in Times Square. And so this was very exciting to me.
Yay! That's me!
I'm so uncomfortable. My mom's I was very excited, but it was like a rotating billboard or whatever, so I would be on the screen for like 3 seconds or 2 seconds, and it would switch to the next person, and you'd have to wait like a minute or two before you'd see my face again, but it's still very exciting. So that was what I was talking about earlier, that show. But this next clip I am so excited about. This is a video I don't even remember taking.
I don't know why she has that loud background music. Again, I can't help but feel like it's all so calculated, especially since we're coming up to a year. To me as well, the thing that she also seems to be missing is that there's no, like, this is my question. This was my question. Has she learned? Has she taken away? Has she grown? Not that I will be able to tell that in 16 minutes and 42 seconds, but I just don't feel like anything has changed. I feel like the way she looks back on this time in her life is just with nostalgia and these rose tinted glasses. And isn't that so nice for you that you get to do that, whilst other people now associate you with really bad things and inappropriate things? But not only that, it's like there's a complete disconnect that she's the reason that she's not doing that anymore. It's not like she's just like, remember when I was really famous and, you know, sometimes people are hot and now they're not. Like, do you not see how you're the problem to you? Like, that all went away because of your behavior, because of your actions, not just because Miranda's not popular anymore. Anyway.
I shot Haters Back Off in Vancouver. I was very heavily involved in every aspect of the filming. So every decision about costumes, props, makeup, hair, set design, literally every single little thing. Everyone was very collaborative and
Future husbands.
very patient and just wonderful up there to work with. I was so grateful that I was able to be a part of every decision, and that's what I wanted, because like the show was like, you know, something that was very important and special to me. Anyway, I have a ton of random videos that have been sent to me from like the props department and the food department and the costume department of like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Like, I have so many of those. So the night before we shot the very first scenes of me eating the froze toast, little blue popsicle, the production wanted to make sure that I wasn't allergic to the popsicle. They wanted to make sure that I could eat the bubble gum and chew on it and like blow a bubble. They wanted to make sure that if it was realistic that I could eat the whole popsicle within the scene that we had written. In the script, it said that blue popsicle got all over my face, and so they wanted to see if the blue actually showed up on my skin or if they needed to use makeup. They wanted to see if the lipstick got all over the place when I was eating the popsicle. There was a lot of questions they had, so they handed me a box of a few froze toes, and they were like, hey, when you get home to your apartment tonight, can you please film yourself eating this and doing the scene so that we know how to prepare for the scenes tomorrow. So there's these video clips of me eating a froze toast for the first time ever. I'm filming myself doing the scene, and then I literally sent this to the entire production team. I just thought this was entertaining and so strange to think about, like a production team watching this video of me eating this popsicle. So anyway, here's this. You can tell I'm very nervous doing this.
Okay, this is testing the froze toast.
I'm so awkward.
I took a bite to see if I was gonna die from the taste or allergies or whatever. I am seemingly fine. This is huge, and there's no way I'm gonna be able to finish.
I'm confused. Like, are people often allergic to popsicles? I don't understand. Like, is that a common thing, or is it just like because she had never ate one?
It in the amount of time I have in these scenes, so we're gonna have to cheat it somehow.
So obviously we did figure out a way to make it so it looked like I ate the whole popsicle within the scenes that I needed to eat the popsicle in. And how we did that was there was the full popsicles, there was half-eaten popsicles, there was almost finished popsicles, and then there was the popsicle stick. So the props department had different boxes of the different phases of an eaten popsicle. So I would be eating it during the scene, but then they would bring in like half-eaten one if we were halfway through the scene, and then they would switch it out for a more eaten one further through the scene, you know, whatever. But I ended up eating, like, I swear, like 40 to 50 popsicles in a day because I was so stubborn I wouldn't spit it out. They had a spit bucket for me to spit out between takes, and I wouldn't. I just kept eating it, and I got very sick. But anyway,
It should be interesting.
I'm so awkward. I'm so nervous.
I just uploaded a video to the internet. It's probably the best thing I ever created.
Can I come in and see it?
No, Patrick.
Corey's reading the scenes with me.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god, the brain freeze!
And that's a seed, and you have
I'm supposed to finish the whole thing at this point. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Like if I do that.
No, Patrick. I'm really busy.
Oh man, that's cold. Okay, let me try the gum.
I'm gonna break my tooth.
Okay. This is frozen solid. There's no way I'm gonna be able to use this.
We ended up
so-
using Big League Bubblegum Chew.
I understand that I chose to watch this, but I'm very confused as to what I'm watching. I guess because I truly haven't watched a single one of her vlogs, shockingly, since our last video, I think in like November when she did her comeback vlogs. Again, it just feels like there's so much reminiscing on Miranda. There's so much, it's like talking about all of it, but forgetting that giant elephant in the room. Again, to me, this just really reinforces that her audience must be mostly children, because like I'm not having fun. I don't know.
And that was the best one to blow bubbles with. That's what we ended up using.
I think that'll be fine with my lipstick, as long as I get it on my face. This is a weird video to get late at night. What do you guys think? Should we add makeup to make it more blue on my face? Should we? Maybe I should try it with lipstick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try with lipstick. Be right back. All right, I'm gonna go from good one.
Good one. I just uploaded a video to the internet.
Can I come in and see it?
No, Patrick. I'm really busy.
Aw, I miss Miranda.
Now this is when I blow the bubble. That's what it looks like. What do you guys think? Do we need more blue makeup to make it look like the froze toast is everywhere? It isn't dyeing my teeth or tongue blue.
These are all
so
questions that
that's
they
not
had.
easy.
I had to answer all these
We can
questions.
move forward. Tastes good, so
It did taste good.
that's good. All right, see you in the morning.
How fun is that? Oh my gosh, I have so many video clips. But I feel like this is already getting so long. I shouldn't keep like going over and over, but like, oh my gosh, I have so many things I want to show you guys. I'll show you one more and then I'll just save the rest for another vlog because there's so many video clips I want to share. But this one I'm sure I've shared at some point in time, but I haven't seen it in many, many years. This is a video of me in like a talent show. My brother and some of his friends were doing like a scene from, was it Monty Python or Faulty Towers? I think it was Faulty Towers. Anyway. They had me do like one quick little scene. I was either 13 or I had just turned 14 when we filmed this. I think I have braces in it, so I think I was 13. I have a British accent in it and it's horrible. I didn't get into the play or the musical my freshman year of high school, so this is my only experience on my stage in high school was just this talent show and this horrible performance. I think I said, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I think the way I said sorry was so bizarre. Anyway, I love watching old videos. I love it. I love it. Not just of me. Like, literally, I could meet a stranger on the street and they could say, hey, I have a bunch of home videos of me as a child. And I'd be like, please let me watch them right now. Like, I love home videos. I don't care who it is or what it is. Like, if it's just you opening Christmas presents Christmas morning, like, I don't care. Like, I want to watch. I love home videos. There's something about it. It just makes me so happy. And I've watched all of my home videos a bajillion times over. So whenever I find stuff that I haven't seen in a really long time or I don't even remember seeing ever, it makes me very excited. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do today because I just feel like I could do this forever and make this a 20-hour vlog, but no one wants that. So I'm gonna go, but I'll show you the new car next time I post a vlog and maybe some more random clips that I find in my email because there's so many good ones. Thanks for watching, everybody. I love you. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fabulous day or evening or morning or whatever time of day you're watching this, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.
Also, I remember she did this last time. She has very long outros. What is that about? It confuses me. She has like these 20-second long outros and I was like, I'm confused. I was not expecting this video to be some sort of like crazy expose where we were going to find something that we kind of didn't already know. But I did kind of just feel like chatting about it with you guys since it has somehow been a year. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to see what was happening, see if she had learned. I don't feel like, to me, she feels like she's done anything wrong. Like, I feel like she's still very firm in seeing her life and the part of her life as Miranda as nostalgia and fun and all these amazing moments. And I get that it would be hard to be honest with yourself about the reality of why all of that is over. But I also feel like no one's ever going to truly believe that you have grown or changed as a person if you never acknowledge it. And I think that to me is why I feel like she hasn't changed or she hasn't grown, is because in that apology video she never acknowledged it and she never said sorry. Sorry was never a full sentence. She never validated anyone's feelings but her own, and she just kind of took a few months off YouTube and then came back to now being able to post where her videos probably earn her like $1,000 a video ish. That's a very loose guess, but if you think about that, is that a lesson learned? If she's now able to be here right now a year later, reminiscing on the good old days of being Miranda and saying that she misses her and she misses performing, like, is she just reminiscing? Is she testing the waters? Is she gonna bring Miranda back? I don't know right now. I guess we'll know in time, but I just feel like none of it is giving she's learned. It's just giving enough time has passed and she can now go back to living in an echo chamber where people compliment her kids. She gets to reminisce and talk about Taylor Swift, and with enough blocked words on her comment section, she can do it in peace. And is that a lesson learned? Not really to me. But to me, there would have had to have been so much more growth and change and acceptance of her behavior than she has ever offered to us. So no, I don't really think she's changed, but I do think it's a very interesting takeaway that she is now able to be a full-time content creator, live in an echo chamber, and post to YouTube consistently and get around 50,000 views each time. And this is for videos that she's posting like almost every day. So I know it's not a huge amount, but that is a pretty consistent and loyal fan base that she has. And it's just incredibly interesting to me that after everything that came out, after everything that was said about her, she still has multiple platforms with millions of followers and what's seemingly an even more loyal fan base. So I don't have the answers, but I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Please let me know. As always, I love to know what you guys think. I love to know your opinions. You guys have such good thoughts and ideas and I love to hear them. So let me know in the comments down below. I think I said that like 10 times. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you stay till the end, you are a real one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to keep up with me between my uploads, I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and I will link my vlog channel down below. But don't you worry, guys, I'm not funny there either. Bye.